Hey guys, how is it going? This is Jatin with Rock Grow. Before we continue with this video, let me tell you what exactly you can expect by the end of this video and who all are our target audience for this particular video presentation. Okay, Sai. So today's agenda is to find anyone's email ID, to build an email ID database, to build a lead generation database. You can find both personal and professional email ID of anyone. Who all are our target audience? Sales or BD people trying to outreach to their clients, CEO of different companies, freelancers trying to fetch client details so that they can push their portfolio to them, job seekers trying to find email IDs of HR so that they can fast forward their CV or cover letter directly to their email IDs, placement team who trying to invite HRs of different companies to their colleges, or anyone who want to build database of email IDs to basically outreach to the end clients to promote their services or the product that they have. Email finding techniques, we're gonna follow two techniques. One is bulk audience, where the email IDs we're gonna find would be generalized in nature, and second is targeted audience, where we're gonna find email IDs of specific person or a specific company. So first one we have is bulk audience, where we're gonna follow two approaches. One is Google advanced search to find out email IDs of bulk audience. Second is LinkedIn advanced search to find email IDs of bulk audience. Let's do this practically. So guys, I am taking a scenario here that this is the workshop that I have created on my website rockgrow.com for sales, business development, CEO and freelancers to basically help them generate lead for their business. Now I want to basically outreach to these persons, entrepreneurs, sales, BD and freelancers, so that I can introduce them about this workshop through which they will get benefited and can able to generate a lot of leads for their businesses. Now for that I need to basically build a email ID database for myself. Okay, so we're gonna follow different tactics to basically build that. First tactic that we're gonna follow is Google advanced search, where we're gonna write this particular search term on Google. Okay, so for example, before writing that, make sure by visiting this settings section your basically search hits per page has been set to 100. By default it's generally 10, so please set it to 100, because that way you will be able to find email IDs bit easily. Okay, so my target audience, basically this workshop is for sales and BD people or CEO or freelancers to help them generate leads for their business. My target audience are business development people. So what I did, I asked Google, you know what, bring me LinkedIn profile of all the people who are have set their LinkedIn profile title as business development, and also somewhere in their profile there is a term name as yahoo.com, because this is the email extension. So what Google did, Google bring in all the LinkedIn profile of business development people in front of my screen, where I have their email IDs here. So what exactly I'm getting? I'm getting their email ID. So all I need to do is to visit the LinkedIn profile of this particular person and then copy his details. For example, his LinkedIn profile URL. I'm gonna save it here. Done. And then I'm gonna copy his name as well. So next I'm gonna copy their name, Muhammad Shabazz. Okay, done here. And next their email ID, so which should be there somewhere in his profile. Here you go. OMG, so he's provided his email as a Gmail as well, so we gotta get a lot of email IDs here. So that's a bonus for us that Google has provided such profile where he has provided not only his email ID, he has provided his phone number as well. So we're gonna copy everything here. I'm gonna save it because I'm gonna do a outreach to this particular person to basically push him my LinkedIn Pro Sales workshop, through which he can basically generate a lot of leads for his business. Okay, so this is the first way in order to find email IDs. Not only if someone has provided his email ID, there are some 80 to 90% chances that you will get their phone numbers as well. So that's a second advantage. The same you can confirm here in the Google search as well. Here is your email ID and here is the phone number. Same goes for second person. So all you need to do is to visit their profile, and somewhere in the basically in the LinkedIn about, you will get the email ID, and if you have a good luck, you may get a their phone numbers as well. So this is the first way to basically extract the email IDs. For example, you want to do a bulk emails to them. You don't want their name or LinkedIn profile title. For that you need this tool, Sean Tools. For example, you hit the search. What this tool gonna do? This gonna scrap all the email IDs that are present in this particular page. So here you can see all the email IDs has been provided to me. So all I need to do is to basically copy it and then basically save it in my Excel sheet. So then I basically need to copy it. Maybe I want to do a Gmail bulk push to them. So I created an email, let's say on Gmail, and then I basically added all these email IDs in the to section of the email, and then bingo, done. So what generally happen, I find all the valid email IDs because the person themselves have provided this. There's a 80 to 92, I believe 99% chances that this email ID is valid as well. This is the first way to find email IDs of bulk audience in one go. Second we have is LinkedIn Advanced Search. Let's see how to basically scrap email IDs using LinkedIn Advanced Search function as well. In this case, guys, I'm gonna target some students or job seekers who are basically in the industry and looking out for jobs. So I have a different workshop for job seekers as well, where I am helping job seekers in order to uplift their LinkedIn profile, how to build connections on LinkedIn, how to basically approach recruiters, how to get 100% HR interview call, and everything around it. So now I want some target audience to whom I can bulk email about this workshop. For that, what I'm gonna do, you people might have observed what generally happen if basically a company sharing a job post, they usually ask, what, job seekers, comment down your email ID and we're gonna reach out to you. Those sort of job seekers are basically my target audience. Let's see how to find their how to find first of all such post. So those consultant usually write this particular thing in their post, that comment interested, and they use also this term email. Okay, so we're gonna hit search option here, and then we're gonna request LinkedIn. The LinkedIn, what, instead of providing me with all the details, I only want some post that talks about this. So we're gonna hit this particular option, post. So LinkedIn gonna bring me all the relevant post where the person has used comment interested and email in their basically job post. For example, this is the first post where the person has asked to apply, like and comment interested. He hasn't asked to drop the email ID. Okay, second person, Wipro, he's again asked to basically comment interested to apply. Third person, AXA consultant, this person has asked comment below if interested and drop your email as well. So this is the relevant post that we're gonna open right now to find email IDs of the job seekers. So here we're gonna hit open. So here we have the entire post by AXA consultant, where is asked to comment below if interested and drop your email. So what eventually happened, we had the email IDs of each and every individual who is on a job hunt currently, and hence if I share with them this particular workshop which talks about how to get jobs online using LinkedIn or using other different tactics to find jobs online, so they're gonna basically approach out to me or basically hit my workshop link and gonna register as well. So this is the advantage that you will get basically to maintain your database of email IDs. Now, so one way to basically extract all these email ID is to visit each and every comment and then copy it and then paste it here in the Excel sheet in order to basically then send out a email to them. But if you subscribe to our LinkedIn Pro Sales Automation Workshop, I'm gonna discuss with you a tool that's gonna scrap all these email IDs for you automatically within minutes. All these 1100 email IDs will be with you in an Excel form within minutes. That is something we discuss on our automation class, to do everything automatically on LinkedIn. Okay. So guys, this was about how to find email ID of anyone in terms of bulk outreach. Second is based on the target audience. So for that, we're gonna first of all basically consider, we're gonna take an example, a company for which we want to find email IDs of those persons working with that company via Google Advanced Search, via LinkedIn post, email ID and everything around it. Let's do the things practically. Again guys, I have this workshop for sales and BD people working with different companies. One way to approach them is to do via bulk email search. Second way to do is to go company by company. Okay, for that I took this company for an example, Significant.com, that deals in technology, IP and market research. Their target audience is basically, you know, US based client. So I'm gonna basically outreach to their sales and BD people, basically, you know, saying that, you know what, I have a LinkedIn Pro Sales Automation workshop where you can outreach thousands of your target audience automatically within minutes. For that I need to find their email IDs. So first of all, we're gonna take help of Google. So find out email IDs. What generally happen in a company or an enterprise, if you are able to crack email ID of a one person, the format, if you understood that format, email ID of one person, then same format replicate for everyone. For example, if the company follows first name dot last name at companyname.com, if you're able to crack that format, then you can find email ID of anyone, because on LinkedIn you have their first name, you have their last name as well. All you need to do is to put their first name dot last name at companyname.com if they follow that same format. So for that, first of all, we need to be understood which sort of format do they find or do they follow. For that, you need to hit this particular search term on Google, significant.com, and then you're gonna ask Google to fetch all email IDs related to that. Again, before following that, go to settings and make sure you have about 100 search hits on a single Google search page. Okay, and then basically one way to find out email IDs is basically they say Control F, significant.com, and then go to each and every email ID to find out if you are able to hit and find email IDs of a specific person. But we're not gonna spend a lot of time here. We're gonna take help of another tool again, that is Sean tool, SHANES, Sean's tools. Okay, hit here and then ask Sean to basically scrap all the email IDs present on this particular page. Here you have the email ID of Harit.Mohan. Now let's find out who is Harit.Mohan. So guys, we're gonna find that person Harit Mohan on this email ID in order to verify whether this person exists in the company or not. Harit Mohan and the company name was Significant. Okay, so he is the founder and CEO of that company. So let's so if you are able to crack the email ID of CEO, so I am gonna send him an email elaborating about my workshop and see if he's interested or not. So one way to approach is to approach the CEO. As I told you, my target audience are basically the CEO or entrepreneur of different company or sales or BD people. Second way out is to basically find out if I can find the email ID of any of the employee that is working with this company, just to verify whether they exactly follow this particular, you know, email pattern or not. Okay, so here's the thing. What generally happen, you know, guys, in industry, sales or BD people generally, you know, whenever they share something on LinkedIn, they generally provide their email IDs in the post itself so that the client can reach out to him. I as a vendor can also reach out to them. So for that, all you need to do is to hit this significant.com here. And then again, just like the way we did earlier, we're gonna ask LinkedIn, you know what, only provide me post that talks about significant.com. And then we're gonna drill down into several posts to understand if the person has shared the email ID or not. Okay, so this is a recruiter. There are high chances recruiters also share their email IDs. And if you are able to crack the email ID of recruiter, then the same pattern usually followed by rest of the employees of the company as well. But this recruiter has shared the email ID that is general. Okay, so here's something, maybe we can find something here. Okay, let's open that in a separate tab. Till then, let's see if any of the employee has shared something, especially their BD or sales people. If they have shared something on LinkedIn, that can help us to basically find the email ID. Okay, so this person has shared something. Let's see if we can open something like that here only. Okay, so for the time being, it's getting opened. Let's see if we can get something here in the front page itself. This is gonna take time. If you are trying to find for free their work email ID, then you need to spend a lot of time, sometime, but you will be able to get this. Okay, here we see again first name dot last name at significant.com. We already have verified that this company follow that particular pattern from Shane tools as well, where we find while scrapping the emails of the email ID of their CEO, that is harit.mohan at significant.com. Now it's pretty much, you know, verified that so we don't want to open these posts anymore. So it's pretty much that you know, verified that this company basically follow this particular pattern. Hope this was helpful and powerful as well. Next we have is email extraction tools. These manual works takes a lot of time. I know that takes a lot of time, so we're gonna take help of some email extraction tools as well. Let me tell you how this works. So guys, now the last attempt that we're gonna take towards finding the email ID is to go to the specific person profile and see if we can find their email IDs. So while doing the LinkedIn searches, I was able to find one of the sales and BD person who is working with Significant LLP from around 4 years in business development and sales. And if I am able to send him an email with respect to my workshop, I believe that I'm gonna crack it, because he's spending his a lot of time in BD here itself. So let's see if we can find his email ID or not. So this is a tool for where you can basically find the email ID. The tool name is Scrap, SKRAPP. I'm gonna provide the name of the tool in the description as well. So post you are on their LinkedIn profile, you not need to just click in here and bingo, done. You have their work email ID. Again guys, same pattern. Their first name dot their last name at companyname.com. Now guys, if you might have observed, we spent last 14-15 minutes in understanding how to find email IDs manually. And when it comes to automation tool, we find that email ID of Gurinder Singh in just 1 second by just clicking on this extension scrap.io. This is the power of automation that you can expect from us. So I just told you how to find email IDs of anyone. You can find phone numbers as well by just clicking on an extension. This is the power of automation tools. You can automate connection messaging. You can automate extracting LinkedIn profiles. You can automate literally everything and save your time and money as well, because time is money. Okay, so this is something you can expect from LinkedIn Pro Sales Automation Workshop. So these are the various tactics through which you can basically find anyone's email ID using LinkedIn. If you think that this is something that is powerful, then I think that this is very basic that I have just elaborated to you. If you're really serious about to basically generate unlimited leads for your business, I will highly recommend you guys to basically sign up for this workshop. It's just rupees 999 and you will be able to find a lot of tactics to basically basically find anyone's email ID, to send anyone connection request automatically. Let me show you how exactly I am basically trying to basically build my connection list automatically using LinkedIn advanced automation feature. So one way, in order to boost the participation on my LinkedIn Pro Sales Workshop, I'm doing bulk emailing. Second, what I did auto lead generation. I extracted around 1500 to 2000 LinkedIn profiles of people working as business development and sales, and then I put them on auto connection messages. Here you will see what I did. I basically asked that tool that is sending the auto connection request to pick their name and their profile title in my connection message, so that the connection acceptance ratio should get boost up. I'm getting around 70 to 80% connection accepted as well. Next, what I'm gonna do, post they accept my connect request, I'm gonna put them on auto message sequences as well, so that they should basically sign up for my workshop. And then I'm gonna teach them on how to do everything that I'm currently doing and how they can do to basically boost and generate unlimited leads for their own business. Okay, so if this is powerful, so basically sign up. Here's an additional offer just for you people. So you will get extra 20% cashback if you complete the workshop and then share your testimonial elaborating whether did you like the workshop, any specific improvement we can do, and everything around it. So guys, we'll look forward to have your presence in the next video. Till then, namaskar.